Are you a researcher with too many documents and research papers you need to go through? Then Afforai is for you. Hi, I'm Alec. I'm the co-founder of Afforai. Afforai stands for Affordable AI. It's your second brain to help you distill knowledge from hundreds of documents and research papers to produce trustworthy research. In this video, I'll be guiding you through how to use Afforai to help you do research better, faster, while maintaining the accuracy and the trustworthiness you need in your work. Let's get started. When you log into Afforai for the first time, this is what you're going to see. What you want to do is create your first AI research assistant by clicking Create Chatbot. And there will be two ways for you to access this chatbot. You either click Dashboard or click Go to Dashboard over here. Here is where you can interact with your assistant. You can click Upload File, and let's upload our first document. I'm going to upload my macroeconomics book with over 600 pages into Afforai. And there we have it. Afforai has finished indexing your document. Your AI assistant now knows everything about this document with over 600 pages. And you can ask and interact with this assistant to help you do your research. On the left-hand side, you have the document viewer. Here, you can look through the document side by side as you work alongside with your assistant. So let's get started. And there you go. As you can see, every time you ask a question, the AI is going to scan through all 600 pages worth of information to distill you the information that you need. And the best thing is Afforai will provide you inline citations along with data citations on where the AI got the information from. So let's take a look. You can click on the inline citations, and Afforai is going to tell you where it got the information from, which section, and the content of that section over here. And the best part is if you click on the See in File viewer, it's going to show you where the AI got the information from on the document, from the page to the paragraph to the section. That's pretty cool. All right, now let's do something a bit more specific. I'm going to ask Afforai to give me a summary of every single chapter in the book. And there you have it, a very precise and concise summary of every single chapter of the macroeconomics book that has over 600 pages. And you can always reliably verify the information and where it came from by clicking the inline citations, and it's going to lead you to the piece of information that it got to give you the answer. And you can do the same with the data citation at the bottom of the answer. It's a list of every single citations that the AI used to give you the answer. You can scroll through each and every single citation that it used. And again, you can always click See in File Viewer, and it's going to show you where it used the information. And this is only the beginning of how you can use Afforai to help you with your research. What I want to do now is clear the conversation, click Delete Conversation. Now I'm going to upload to Afforai a few more documents to have the AI help me research all of these. I'm going to upload another academics research paper I wrote back in college and a Harry Potter book. You can verify that Afforai has finished uploading the documents by clicking through the document viewer and selecting the files that you want to see. Here we have the Harry Potter book in EPUB format, all 200 page worth of information. You can scroll through my academics research paper, and then we also have the macroeconomics book that we uploaded previously. The best thing about Afforai for me is how it can help me research multiple documents and give me the information and knowledge I need to help me with my research. So here I can start exploring my academics research paper that I wrote. Tell me about the research paper. Afforai has given me a very comprehensive summary of the research paper, and it can always fact check the information by clicking on the inline citation. And you can have Afforai do the same with other documents. And there we go. Afforai will again give you a very comprehensive summary of every single chapter in the macroeconomics book. And you don't need to switch the document viewer to that file for Afforai to scan through it, because by default, Afforai has access to all the connected files that you linked it to the chatbot. And here's the best part. Afforai, as your research assistant, can find relevant connected information between research papers. In this case, my research paper with the macroeconomics book. Afforai use all the relevant theories and information from the macroeconomics book to supplement the information for my research paper. That's pretty powerful. If I were to do it, that would have taken me hours, if not days, to do it. And here we have Afforai did it in 5 seconds. And this is only scratching the surface. This is just an example of how I personally use Afforai, and I'm very excited to see how Afforai can help you with your work. Alright, let's keep things going. Next, I'm going to show you how to use Afforai and access the internet to supplement your research. It really helps to clear the conversation to start your research fresh. Let's say I want to learn more about the author that wrote the macroeconomics book. And Afforai was able to tell me that Charles Jones is the author of the macroeconomics book. But clearly that's the limit. So now what you want to do is turn on Google search. It's a mode that allows Afforai to access the internet to find more relevant information to supplement the answer. It's simply ask Afforai to tell me more about the author. And now Afforai is going to access the internet, looking things up on Google to find you more information. What Afforai just did is something that would have taken me hours to do. It just accessed the internet, find all the relevant information about the author, and distilled that into the answer that you were looking for. Here Afforai was able to give me a lot more information about the author Charles, his background, his other works, and all of his academic contributions. You can always go to the data citation section to go and check and verify the source of the information where Afforai got the information from. You can click on visit site and it's going to lead you directly to the link, and you can check the source of information, how Afforai gave you the answer. And did you know that Afforai supports 100 languages? And you can upload to Afforai a research paper written in Dutch, Spanish, French, Mandarin, and you can ask in any other language and it's going to respond accordingly. Let's try it out. This phrase means, tell me about this book in Chinese. And there we go. Afforai will be able to understand the 600 pages worth of information in the macroeconomics book that is written in English and answer it in Chinese. And you can do it the same. You can upload a Mandarin book and ask in English, and it's going to answer in English about the Chinese book. Now that we've covered how to use Afforai to help you with your research, I'm going to walk through a few tips and tricks along with other features to improve your experience using Afforai. Sometimes when the conversation history gets too long, or there are a little bit too many files connected to the AI assistant, it would lead to the AI saying that, I'm sorry, I don't have access to the document or the information from the document. But in reality, the AI assistant will have access to the information and knowledge from any files that you connected to the chatbot. So here are a few ways that I've personally found that would resolve this issue. First, you can always click on this red trash can icon to delete the conversation. By doing so, it would refresh the context window of the AI, and it would lead to better chances of the AI being able to identify the right document and the right set of knowledge to analyze and give you the information and the answer you were looking for. The second way to navigate this issue of AI saying that it doesn't have access to the documents is simply by saying, you have access to the documents. And there we go. Simply by saying that you have the information now, you will instruct the AI to understand that it does have access to the documents and the information inside them. And it's going to be able to scan through and analyze all of the information to distill the information that you were looking for. Of course, we will always try to improve this experience as we continue moving forward. Now I'll be walking you through all the other features that are on Afforai that would improve your experience. On the left-hand side, we have the document viewer, which you already know that you can navigate between different documents. Afforai have access to all the files that you connected to the assistant. So that means that you don't need to switch to a specific document so that the AI understands that you want to research on that document. You can just simply prompt it and would have access to all the documents that you connected. You can remove highlight. You can also search for specific keywords, just like any search bar out there. You can rotate the document, and you can also adjust width by sliding the document viewer, and also have a default zoom mode of different sizes. Moving to the right-hand side of the dashboard, this button allows you to collapse and expand the document viewer. This box allows you to switch between different AI assistants. And in this case, we only have one, so it only shows one. This button here allows you to upload more files, and any files that you upload while being in that chatbot, the files uploaded is going to be automatically connected. So you can upload different files, and we support many file formats that are used by researchers, such as EPUB, Markdown, PDF, docx, you name it. And you can upload different websites by clicking here. You just need to copy and paste the website link of a Medium article, a blog, and click upload to Afforai. And the same way that Afforai will scan through the information from the documents, it's going to be able to do so for your websites. Or sometimes you just need to copy paste plain text. You can do that too. This is the bookmark feature. This allows you to save and restore conversation even when you clear the conversation already. Click on Save Bookmark here. You can name it Economics Research number 1. Click Save. And now, when I delete the conversation, I can always restore this at a later time by going to the View Bookmark here and click on it. And you can do so at any point of the conversation. Let's say I just want to save the conversation up until here. I can click Save Bookmark, name it again. In this case, will be Economics Research number 2. Click Save, delete conversation, and can always restore that conversation at any other time. In the case that you have already uploaded files, but not connected to this AI assistant yet, you can always click Connect Files and select all the files here that would show up and click Connect. When bookmarking a conversation is not enough, you can always click on this button to download the conversation, to store it, or share it with other people. This question icon is our tutorial. You can always click on it again to go through our tutorial to understand all the different features that we offer. If you're going to use Afforai to help you with your research, make sure to have powerful mode on. In other case, if you don't do any research from your documents, you can just have powerful mode turned off. When you want to find information from the internet to supplement your research, you can turn on Google search mode. By turning this on, you would give Afforai the ability to scan the internet and find the most relevant result to supplement information to your research. And we have advanced Google mode. This means that it gives you more settings and advanced customization on the parameters of the number of search results, the date range, the countries of the search results, the language, and the domains, where you want Afforai to find information from and where to exclude information. You can also click on this button to collapse the sidebar and make more space for your work. And to pop it back up, simply click the Afforai logo. Clicking here is going to lead you to the chatbot section where you can manage, categorize, and customize your chatbots. To create more chatbots, you can either click this button here or this button here. And you can name the chatbot and customize the chatbot how you want the AI to answer. The ability for customization is really up to you. If you want to customize your assistant at a later time, you can always go to click the settings icon over here and click edit chatbot to rename and further customize how you want the assistant to behave. And make sure to click here to save your changes. To delete the chatbots that you no longer need, all you have to do is select the chatbots that you don't want and click delete. Clicking here is going to lead you to the file section where you can manage your files. Here is where you can upload more files of different file formats. Once you upload 50 or 100 documents, it's probably going to get out of hand. So what you want to do is create categories to keep it all organized. You can do so by clicking Manage Categories. Here is where you can create a new category. To put a file into a category that you want, all you have to do is select the category that you want the file to go into. In this case, I want my macroeconomics book to go into the economics category. Now, if I go to the economics category, it's only going to show me the macroeconomics book. You can also connect different files to different chatbots by selecting the chatbots that you want the files to be connected to. To remove the files that you don't need anymore, all you have to do is select the files that you want to delete and click delete. Moving on, if there's a prompt that you use often, in my case, I use Afforai to help me summarize a lot of documents, but I don't want to have to type that out every single time. I can use the prompt feature. You can do so by clicking the prompt section over here and create prompt. It's going to allow you to create basically a shortcut. And here's the prompt message that I want to create a shortcut for. Give me a summary of the document. And the name here is my placeholder. From now on, it's simply type in the name of the document instead of having to type out the whole sentence. Now I just need to click Create Prompt, and there we go. All I have to do now is connect the prompt to the assistant that I want it to show in. From now on, every time that I want a summary of a document, all I have to do is click on Load Prompt, click into the prompt that I saved. It's going to populate the same sentence into the question bar. My team and I have also created a few prompts as default to help you get started. Moving on to the File Wizard feature. My team and I create this feature for use cases that requires more of a systematic approach. The File Wizard feature is going to apply the prompt that you instructed to every single page of the document. When you want to transform a document, whether it's a 100-page document or a 1,000-page document, File Wizard is your way to go. Here's an example. I want to translate my macroeconomics book that has 600 pages worth of information that is currently in English, and I want to translate that to Spanish. I have given the AI the prompt how to transform it, translate to Spanish, and simplify every single page of the document so that a 10-year-old can understand. All you have to do is click register. Afforai can take anywhere from a few seconds to a few minutes, and it's going to send the transformed document to your email. And I click register. The File Wizard finished transforming my file, and it sent me an email with the attached document that has been transformed as the prompt that I requested. Translate to Spanish and simplify so that a 10-year-old can understand. So now I'm going to open the document. It's been transformed from an English macroeconomics book to a Spanish macroeconomics book that is rewritten in a language that a 10-year-old can understand. Clicking here is going to lead you to our API guide, which covers documentation, how to set up and use our API. The large language model that we use to operate Afforai is our own customized AI model that we use in the backend. you can connect Afforai to many large language models out there. To select your own AI model, you can set up your bring your own key via OpenRouter by clicking into the account details, and scroll to the plan details. At the bottom is where you can set up your OpenRouter account and your own encrypted API key that allows you to select any other AI models out there in the market instead of our own customized model that we use in the backend. I'll leave a link in the description to our guide how to set up your bring your own key. And we're almost at the end. You can view your account details or change your password by clicking into account details over here. And that's it. You made it into the end. If you watched the entire video, thank you for making the time. I look forward to see how Afforai can help you in your work. Happy using Afforai. See you later.